So you've just gone through your cockpit drill.
Yeah.
Okay, everything's set up for you to use. And what we're going to do today is work on our moving away and stopping. Okay, first time that you would have moved a car under your control, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So remember we were talking last time about the biting point, working that clutch, and we found that biting point a few times, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you know if you're at biting point?
Because the sound of the engine goes slightly down.
Good.
And it becomes more level.
Okay, by level I think you mean it feels like the car wants to move.
Yeah,
You can feel it tugging. Yeah. Okay. Good. Right. So what we need to do, we're going to be using that biting point. Okay. How would you select first gear? Show me with your hand how you would select it.
There.
Yeah, and your thumb going in which direction?
Down.
Your thumb going down the gear stick.
Oh,
Why?
right.
Why was that?
Because it gives you more control.
Yes, you can push it across
Yeah.
and up a lot easier. Okay, so we're going to be using first gear. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the moment the ignition is on, but not the engine. Okay. We're gonna just switch that off for the moment because we had the ignition on to do the door mirrors. Yeah. And the reason we're going to switch it off is because I just want to tell you what we're going to be doing and how we're going to be doing it.
Okay.
Okay. And in order to do the moving off stopping, we're going to move away from the position we're in now, nice and safely. We're going to drive along the road a short distance and we're going to pull up alongside the curb. Okay?
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Okay? Sounds pretty easy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. To do that, we're going to go through a few procedures. When you went through your cockpit drill, you did it in the correct order of doors, seat.
Mirrors.
Yes?
Seat back.
Good. And we did it in that order for a reason, because if we move our mirrors before we move our seat, they're going to be in the wrong position.
Yeah.
So when we go through these procedures for moving away stopping, they're going to be done in the same routine, same order, because if you do them out of sync, something's not going to quite work properly. Now, can you tell me what MSM stands for?
I should be able
I'll give
to...
you a clue. It starts with mirror.
No.
Mirror, signal, manoeuvre.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, knew that one. You've just been doing it with your theory work, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to use mirror, signal, manoeuvre. We're also going to use another routine called POM, prepare, observe, move. Now that's one I think you don't know. Okay, so we're going to learn that one. You've heard of that, okay. Well, in effect, when we were playing about with the biting point last time, you were prepared.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. The last thing you had to do to move was to release the handbrake or parking brake.
Yeah.
Yeah? But the only thing we didn't talk about really was the observation,
Yeah.
which is in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to just turn this round. I'm going to talk about mirror, signal, manoeuvre first.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, with our mirrors that we've adjusted during our cockpit drill, we've got two different types of mirror, an interior mirror and an exterior mirror. Okay? So the interior mirror is flat glass, a bit like what you get in a bedroom or bathroom mirror. Okay? What you're looking is what you get back. There's no distortion, same size. Okay? And the reason we've got that is because we want to know exactly who is behind us and how far away they are. Okay? Because there's no distortion, you can make that judgment.
Okay.
Your door mirrors are convex glass. So if you take your mind back to your science lessons at school, okay,
Yeah, it goes.
convex, exactly, okay, so it bends that way. So
Yeah.
what it does, it stretches the vision. It gives us a nice wide vision. In this case it's the curb, and in that case it's the road, okay? But in doing so, it makes things look smaller and further away. So we always check our mirrors in pairs. We're always going to check our interior mirror first, because that's our true vision.
Yeah.
And then we're going to check the door mirror for whichever way we're going. So if we're going left, it's the door mirror on the left.
Yeah.
If it's the right mirror, it's right mirror on the right-hand side. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so we always check our mirrors in pairs. So in this manoeuvre that we're going to be doing, when we're driving along here, we're going to use our mirror signal manoeuvre to come back over to the left to a safe and convenient place.
Okay.
Safe meaning not stuck out in the middle of the road. Convenient, I don't want to block anyone's driveway. Okay, and legal, so I'm not going to be stopping on any double yellow lines, any zigzag lines, any keep clears. I'm not going to be opposite a junction because that's also illegal, and I'm not going to stop at a bus stop. Okay? So
Yeah.
it must be safe, convenient and legal position. So if we're coming over to the left with our newly found knowledge of mirrors, which mirrors are we going to check? Which one first?
Left.
Which one first?
That one.
Why?
Because you can see all them.
Good. And which one's second?
That one.
Why?
Because it's on the left side.
Yeah, and if you're moving across to the left, you want to make sure there's not a cyclist or something there,
Yeah.
or maybe loads of pedestrians, and maybe you'll change what you're going to do and maybe come over a bit later on up the road. Yeah? Okay. So, we then need to, on the basis of what we see in those mirrors, give a signal. Now, if there's no one about to signal, no one's going to see it, there's no point.
Okay.
But if there's somebody to see it, and that includes pedestrians on the pavement, yeah, not just other cars and bikes. If there are people on the pavement as well, and you think that they're going to want to know that you're pulling over, we're going to give a signal. So which way are we going to push that signal switch there? Is it going to go up or down?
Down.
Down, good. And we're going to leave that on throughout our manoeuvre of stopping, okay, until we have stopped.
Yeah.
So that's our mirror signal manoeuvre routine.
Yeah.
Okay? So, let's take our way back to moving off. We know how to stop. Now take it back to moving off. Prepare, observe, move. Biting point is prepared. Observations. Well, we know we've got some fantastic mirrors here, yeah?
Yeah.
And we've set them up so we can see pretty much all around the car. But there are some elements of your vision that aren't covered by your forward vision and your mirrors. Do you know what those areas are called?
Blind spot.
Blind spots, good. And there are areas where, I don't know, a postman could be sneaking up on the left of you, yeah? And you haven't seen him, yeah, because he's not covered in your mirrors.
No.
And he's just beside your car, and you go to move away. That's going to kind of panic him a little bit, isn't it? So we've got to make sure he's not there before you do what you want to do. Very similarly, there's a blind spot on the right-hand side of you as well, which isn't covered. And again, if you put your postman on his push bike, your last move from here is moving over to the right, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you want to make sure he's not there before you move off.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a swan neck of observations. It's a bit silly to go right, left, out there, over there. We're going to start on our left, blind spot, right the way over your shoulder, good. Make sure there's no postie there.
Yeah.
Left mirror, ahead, interior mirror, right mirror, finally over your right shoulder, really looking round, make sure there's not a postman on his push bike there.
Okay.
I say postman, it could be anyone.
Yeah.
Okay? Good. Once you know that's safe, you're already prepared to move, all you need to do is release the parking brake. Okay? Yeah? And then we hold our feet still.
Yeah.
And we should be able to just creep off slowly and steadily. We'll talk about the actual movement in a minute, but that's the procedures.
Yeah.
MSM, POM. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, once we are moving off, we take up a normal driving position, which is around about a metre from the curb. It depends on what kind of road you're on, okay? But around about a metre from the curb, because that gives you a safety zone.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. So, words that I use then when we're moving away. We've already gone through the POM, okay? We'll be ready with one hand on the steering wheel, one hand on the parking brake. So we're ready to go, okay?
Yeah.
We're going to be at biting point, ready to go. That's prepared. We're then going to look all the way around. You're going to hold your feet still. We're going to release the handbrake when we know it's safe, okay? We're going to hold those feet still. Then, if we move slowly, that's brilliant. If we don't, we're going to bring that clutch up just a cat's whisker more. Not a pound coin, cat's whisker.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. And if we start to move, we're going to hold our feet still. Okay? Lovely. And as we start to move, we're going to bring that clutch up a cat's whisker at a time until the clutch is completely up and we can take our foot off of it and release your foot just to the left, resting nice and safely out of the way. Yeah? So we're not pushing, we're not touching the clutch at all.
No.
Good. Whilst all that's going on, we're going to steer our car. Okay? And we don't need to steer it loads.
No.
Okay? So you're holding your steering wheel at 10 to 2. Yeah? So if you imagine that to be a clock face, we can't do it yet without the engine on, but if I was to say 5 minutes to the right, you take it from 12 o'clock across to 5 minutes. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah? And then I might say straight wheels. Well, that's getting it back level again. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, because then we're going to be pointing at an angle, we need to bring it back to be straight down the road. So 5 minutes to the left. I might say 10 minutes to the left, but I think you can make a judgment, yeah? And if I say straight wheels again, we get it so the forward badge in this case is upright again. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good. We're then going to check our mirror, interior mirror first, just to see what's happened, what's changed behind us. Yeah?
It still doesn't feel quite...
We'll sort that out in a moment, yes, because when you set it up, you were all Yeah?
Yeah.
But now you've been listening to me, you've sunk a bit in your seat.
No.
Okay? No, it's fine. It's just what happens. So we'll sort that out just before we go. Okay?
Yeah.
Then we're driving along the road. How far from the curb? Can you remember what we said?
A meter?
A metre-ish. Yeah? Okay. And then I'm going to give the instruction. We're going to pull over to the left to a convenient place of your choice. So you're going to pick in your brain the place that's safe, convenient and legal. Okay?
Yeah.
We're then going to check our interior mirror and...
left mirror.
Good. Make sure there's no cyclists come up the left of us.
Yeah.
If there's no one about to signal to, we won't bother. If there is someone to, then we're going to push that signal down. Okay, at this point I'm going to say cover the clutch. Let's just get your left foot ready. It's not touching, it's not resting, it's just ready. So when I do say clutch down, it's done. Yeah? And do you see how quickly I did that from my side? Yeah? I say clutch down, it's down quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. If you don't get that clutch pedal ready and I say clutch down, you're going to be going, oh, where is it? Where is it? Yeah? And then by then it's a bit late. So cover the clutch. It's just getting it ready. Now I might say cover the brake. It's exactly the same. Just cover the brake. With which foot does your brake? Which foot does it? Right foot. Okay. So by saying that,
one on the right. Or is it the middle one?
The middle one. Okay. So by saying that, I'm also saying off of the gas, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm saying cover the brake, because you can't be doing two at the same time. Okay.
Right.
Now it depends on how fast we're going.
Yeah.
And I'll be directing you with the steering as well. 5 minutes left, 5 minutes right.
Yeah.
Okay, straight wheels. I might say gently brake, clutch down. Or I might say clutch down, gently brake.
Yeah.
If you're going a bit quicker, the brake slows you first. Okay?
Yeah.
But when I say clutch down, that clutch goes down. And that clutch stays down. It must stay down, because if you bring it back up, you're going to tell the car to drive on again. Okay?
Yeah.
So keep that clutch down. Keep your foot on your foot brake.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're going to roll again. Whilst you have your feet still, and the car is still, you can apply the handbrake by using the button on the handbrake.
Yeah.
Yeah? And we can then select neutral, so we can bring it out of first gear, give it a good old wobble left and right, make sure you're in neutral, then you can release your pedals.
Okay.
Does that sound like a lot?
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot, okay. But the cockpit drill sounded like a lot when we first did that. And you just kind of breezed through that just a minute ago, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more the pedals I'm worried about.
Okay, what are you worried about them?
Because my feet are not like, I don't know.
Okay, what we're going to do, your left foot, we've already said use the ball of your foot for the clutch pedal. Okay.
Yeah.
Your right foot, if you hover your right foot by your brake pedal, but then pivot to the right, keep your heel on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can go to the accelerator pedal.
Yeah.
Keep going. No, that's still the brake.
Ooh.
The accelerator pedal is set to be a bit lower than the brake,
okay.
so you don't push them by mistake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got it.
Yeah. And that's really light and sensitive, so we're not going to be pushing that. We're going to be squeezing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then when you come back to the brake, you can just pivot a little bit, and you're on the brake pedal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your heel roughly stays on the floor for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Your clutch pedal. Do me a favour. Push your clutch all the way down, quick. Done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can that go down a bit more? I think it can. Feel that? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. It has to go all the way down. Remember, those clutch plates need to be a nice, quick, clean break of those clutch plates.
Okay.
Okay.
Like that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And what are you going to do when you've stopped? What are you going to do with that clutch pedal?
Put it down.
Keep it down. Yeah. Keep it down. You were going to say bring it up then, weren't you? Yeah. Keep it down. Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay. Well done. We're going to do this now.
Okay.
All right. So before we start an engine, we must make sure that we're in neutral. So can you just double check you're in neutral for me? Good. Because I've put the handbrake on. Do you just want to make sure that that's at a position you can take it off? Push your foot brake down. Okay.
Brake.
Yeah. Push your brake. So we're not going to roll anywhere. Good.
Oh.
That's it. Push it down.
Right.
Good. Release your handbrake, just so you know you can do it. Bring it up. Button in. Down she goes. All the way. Good. Now let's put it back on again. Keep the button in. Up it comes. Release the button. Then release the pressure. Now that's at your level.
Yeah.
You know you're going to be able to take that off nice and easily. Okay.
Yeah, quite heavy.
Okay, but it's at your level now. It was at my level before, and you went.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But it's at your level now, so it shouldn't be so much of a strain.
Okay.
So we're going to turn the engine on. So bring your feet away from the pedals. Okay. 2 clicks will turn the ignition on. Good. The next one will start the engine. Turn the key and then release the key when the engine has started.